So let me show you what happened this morning when I was looking for trades. Now, as you know, I like to use the PowerX Optimizer to find the best trades according to the PowerX strategy. I'm currently trading two strategies, as you know, the PowerX strategy. And if you want, you can get the book. It's only $4.95 on my website. I'll link to it in the description. So I'm running the scanner on PowerX Optimizer. So here's my morning routine. Usually I'm in front of the computer at 8 a.m. Central Time. That is 30 minutes before the US markets open. And then I'm just running the scanner here based on my criteria. And my criteria is that I like to look for long and short signals because I like to play the markets both ways. I want to see at least 60% return on my investment. I want to see stocks that have a closing price between $5 and $250. I don't like to trade stocks that are below $5. Want to see a profit factor that is higher than 3, meaning that for every dollar that I would have lost trading the strategy, I would have made $3, and a risk reward ratio of at least 2%. And when I ran the scanner this morning, one stock, came up. Usually there's anywhere between 4 and 8 stocks every day, and this morning one stock came up. So this EVRI. And now I use 3 criteria of how I look for A+ trades, because especially right now with all the uncertainty in the markets, I just want to take A+ trades. So here's what I'm looking for. Number 1, I'm looking for gappiness. Did this stock have a lot of gaps over the past year that I'm looking back, right? I'm looking back over the past 13 months, and I didn't see many gaps here. There was a small gap here that was when? Last November, so almost a year ago. Wasn't too concerned about this. Now, the second thing I'm looking for is trendability. And what does trendability mean? It means that I want to see nice trends to the upside and the downside. And I saw this. I saw nice trends to the upside and the downside. And the last thing, the third criteria that I'm looking for is the P&L chart. Now, what does the P&L chart mean? Now, this is one of the strengths of this software, and this is why I'm using it every single day. The P&L chart basically shows you what would have happened if I had traded this stock according to the rules of the PowerX strategy over the past year. And if I had done that, I would have had 13 winning trades, 9 losing trades, so a winning percentage of 60%. But as you can see, especially recently, the P&L didn't go up. So I can take a look at the trading report where I see for the past few trades, I mean, I made some minor profits, small profits, but also some small losses. And you see, here's something that I want to see in the P&L chart. Let me show you just a stock that I'm currently in, which is, for example, Apple. And here's what I want to see in the P&L chart. I want to see that over the past year, if I had traded Apple according to the PowerX strategy, it is nicely going up. And you see here, absolutely. So here I would have had 7 winning trades, 4 losing trades for a total of 60% and a 222% RI. So this is what I'm looking for. And anyhow, this morning I just saw this and it passed most of my criteria. First of all, it did pass all my scanner criteria. Otherwise, it wouldn't have come up here. Also, it did pass 2 out of my 3 criteria in terms of gappiness and trendability. Really, really nice. But then P&L chart, no. So this is where this morning I did the most difficult thing for a trader. I was sitting on my hands. And you see, in the beginning of my trading career, I had this little voice in my head. And this little voice in my head said, if you don't trade, you don't make any money. And after I forced some trades, I realized, well, if you don't trade, you also don't lose any money. And you see, this is why it's so important. In the beginning, when I got a new tool or when I had a new trading strategy, I wanted to trade it. I wanted to trade. But when there's nothing to trade, don't trade. So here, for example, PowerX Optimizer is doing a fantastic job of keeping you out of trouble during these uncertain times. So as you can see, there's a chart of the S&P 500. And for the past week, there's a lot of uncertainty. So we don't really have a defined downtrend right now. Overall in the markets, we don't have a defined uptrend right now. We are, in fact, just diddling along. So a little bit a larger move down here today. But overall, the markets are just teetering, right? Is that the right word when you what you do as kids, right? On a tater? Is that it? Anyhow, let me know the right word in the comments. I really would appreciate it. Anyhow, so now as you know, I am trading two strategies. So in addition to trading the PowerX strategy, I'm also trading the wheel. There's another strategy, and I'll link to a playlist in the description. So also for the wheel, I started looking for trades. Let me show you what I was looking for this morning. One of the trades that I thought, you know what, this might actually be a decent trade was Marriott. I looked at Marriott, and I actually did it live with my mastermind group here a little bit more than an hour ago, because we meet on Mondays, on Tuesdays, and on Thursdays to look for trades together. And this is where we saw, there's not really enough premium in there to sell according to the wheel, because the wheel is selling premium, both calls and puts. I looked at another stock that came up on my radar this morning, which was Penn. And I was looking at a strike price of 63, but I thought there's some great premium in there, but Penn sounds rather risky. And you see, for me, it is very, very important that I have a great track record. I started trading this account a little bit less than 3 months ago. It's a rather small account, a $50,000 account that I set up here to trade live with you together on YouTube, because I know that if you're watching it, you might have a smaller account, and 50,000 might already be a stretch for you. Anyhow, as you can see, we made $11,000 thus far. And look at this. Thus far, not a single losing trade. Not a single losing trade thus far. And I would like to keep it this way. And this is why I thought, you know what? Penn is a little bit too risky. I also looked at COP, ConocoPhillips. So I thought, this might be a good one. So maybe with a strike here of 32 or even 31. I looked at MRO. I was looking at this as a possible candidate. But you see, all of this is risky with the oil below 45. Now, in the beginning of my trading career, I would have forced these trades. In the beginning of my trading career, I would have said, oh my God, I cannot be done working after 1 hour, because this is what happened this morning. I sat down in front of the computer at 8 o'clock, which is half an hour before the open, and I ran through the PowerX Optimizer, looked at this, didn't find anything. After the open, I was looking at some possibilities according to the wheel, didn't find anything either. So I was pretty much done after 45 minutes. Now, one of the things that I, of course, do every single day is that I check my open position. So let me just show you exactly how I do this. So according to the PowerX Optimizer, I have my watch list here. And right now, I'm in 3 stocks. I'm long Apple, so I'm betting on Apple going up. I'm betting on AM going up. That's another one. And VSTO going down. So this is where in the watch list, it clearly said to me, okay, what should I do with these? Well, these are still a strong long signal with Apple. So I know that today Apple is going down, but you see, this is what we often see, that we do have correction. Overall, this uptrend, this little uptrend is still intact. Now, tomorrow I might have a black bar and I might exit this position here, but for now, for today, there was nothing to do. It's looking good. Also, AM here, another trade that I went in, and AM is just performing nicely. So I got in at $5.81. And as you can see right now, it's already trading at $6.60. So that's an 80 cents increase here. And 80 cents, let me just bring up my calculator. Might not sound a lot, but 80 cents divided by 580, that is an almost 14% move that I'm getting here right now. Also with VSTO, I'm betting on VSTO falling. And as you can see right now, I got in right here at 2031. So I'm slightly down on this position. Let's see what happens today. As overall today the markets are falling, VSTO might be falling. So I can actually look at it tomorrow. So you see, for me as a trader, these are the only 2 things that I have to do. First of all, look for new trades. And secondly, manage my existing trades. But I don't need to overmanage it. And there will be some days like today when there's nothing to trade. And instead of making anything stupid, see what I used to do way back when I was still new to trading, I adjusted my criteria. I said, you know what? Instead of getting 60% return on my investment, why don't I lower it to 50%? Or why don't I lower it, the winning percentage, to 35%? Or why don't I lower it, the volume, to 200,000? And you see, by doing so, this is of course running on yesterday's data, but I just want to show you what happens when I do this. So this is when we have a few more signals coming up. So we have two more signals coming up. But as you can see, these are horrible signals. This is not a good idea to compromise here, because here, SIBN, we're talking about a stock that has gaps and especially recently has been really choppy. And also VIAC, probably not the best stock to trade. And this is the worst thing that you can do. Yeah, to force a trade. And I had to learn it the hard way over my trading career. So anyhow, in summary, there will be days when you're all excited. You see, in order to make money with trading, two conditions have to be met. Number one, you have to be ready. Number two, the markets have to be ready. I was ready this morning. I was bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. I was ready to place some trades. But the markets are not ready right now, right? And if the markets are not ready, you gotta sit on your hands. The beautiful thing as traders, it's not that today is the trading opportunity of a century. No, tomorrow there will be more trades. On Wednesday will be more trades. On Thursday, every single day, I'm running the scanner according to PowerX Optimizer, and I will find more opportunities to trade. So today, one of the hardest lessons, and this is why I wanted to share it with you, sit on your hands. Anyhow, if you enjoyed this video, do me a favor and click on like so that more people will see it. And if you want to see more videos like this, and this is your first time here, click on subscribe and also hit the little notification bell, because this way you get notified whenever I release a video. Oh, before I forget, feel free to share this video on Facebook, Twitter, or by email, and I will see you in the next video.